Hey everyone. I just want to say a few words about the new series of videos I started doing. First of all, wow. I want to say thank you for all the new people that are watching and commenting. Yeah, it's very different from my 11 views and no comments to having quite a few views in relative to my norm. And then getting some comments and feedback. So I really appreciate it, sort of, because I have to say, I am still, even after what, 6 years of making videos, I am terrified, absolutely terrified of making videos. It's not a comfort zone to be on camera, to be looked at, and then to say what I feel. Anyway, thank you to all of you. I really appreciate you. I appreciate your comments, whether they're negative or positive. And that's what I wanted to kind of not address, but I wanted to clarify that, um, particularly like the video with Russell Brand or even Elizabeth April. Well, let me back up. Of course, follow your own intuition, your own instinct of, you know, I'm only here to say, oh, I had a question or somebody has a question. Let me check in and see what I get. And let's, as a community, see what we get. And if lots of people are asking about the same person, and they're like wondering, is something wrong with them? Like I think, is there something wrong with me that I don't like this person? They're absolutely lovely. Anyway, the point is not to tear somebody down and to be judge and jury, because how do I know that I'm not the one being manipulated and deceiving others? So really just follow your own guidance. And I'm not here to tear anybody down. Um, but it's nice to get confirmation from the field. And I feel like if I can do a service like checking in and seeing what I get and it confirms you, then great. Then great. Then we're all learning, because we're still at that point of learning to use our body to recognize the signs of our body and to say, oh, I can trust my body. This person's out of alignment. This is blah 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 blah, you know. And so this is all what we're going through right now. We're learning to trust our body, and it's necessary to get a little bit of confirmation from other people. Okay. So in that venue, always, check in on me too, because I don't know if I'm always that clear. Anyway, in regards to the type of videos like I did for Russell Brand, where I kind of go deeper into the psychology and maybe their soul contract. Look, when I see somebody where I feel like there's a consciousness in there that's trying to evolve, that's awakened and going through this, I love a good story. And so I love to, oh, this person is probably acting this way. This is happening because, ooh, look at this. Look at the soul contract. This is what they're here to learn this lifetime. To me, that's fascinating, and it helps me have more compassion and understanding for the individual, so that I don't generate hate and condemnation, the word I'm trying to say, towards another person, because that's always going to come back and bite me. But so in telling these psychological stories or whatever little hero's journeys I'm telling, I am in no way making excuses for their actions, right? I no, 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 no. And as far as Russell Brand, yeah, I was only focusing on the Christian grift aspect, really. And but I do feel like I kind of went back and glanced at some videos he's done just recently after my video, and I'm like, yeah, something's off there. Something feels a little bit more grifty than I felt of him years ago. So yeah, um, I agree with the people that disagreed with me, but I'm not apologizing for his actions. He's gonna, whatever's meant to be, you know, he'll get his karma. And yeah, there's something a little off there. There's something off there with his wife as well, but I'm not gonna. I'm done with him. And you know what happened yesterday? Um, I did the Elizabeth April video and I was like, I mean, everything seems okay. I just, but something's a little off in some of her remote views. And then I stumbled across a video and I played it and I could listen to the whole thing and I thought she was lovely and I agreed with everything she said. And I was like, holy shit, did I just get something wrong? So on Elizabeth April, it's a very interesting dynamic because so many people have questions and have seem to be in agreement with some of these findings. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if there's, yeah, I don't know. I think something is a little off, not everything. I just wanted to clarify that. I don't ever want to demonize somebody's work, their sincerity, because I got something wrong. Anyway, um, that's all I want to say. I'm just having fun. I'm just telling a story. Um, yeah. And believe me, I check myself all the time. Are you sure this is right? Like, there's always going to be self doubt in these videos. Rest assured that I am checking and checking and checking because I never think I'm right. And so that level of humility is always there. And yeah, I'm just helping us all learn truth and discernment and what's going on. And also at the same time, have a little entertainment. And I don't know what else. Anyway, that's all for now. And let's move on to our next videos. Woo!